Howdy y'all, I hope you're having a great day. Silver Trade here again with another video. Middle of the night video. Here's a chart of all the inside buying for GameStop. GameStop has always had a lot of insider buying. Recently, GameStop has seen a ton of insider buying. 500,000 from Ryan Cohen, 5,000 from Larry Chang, and Alan Atten bought another 10,000, $4.20 higher than Ryan Cohen 10 days before 420. 420 sounds familiar, and 420, now that I'm thinking about it, is actually the last day of the Passover, but we're going to get to that in just a minute. At 10:54, somebody threw down $573,000 on the $32 calls expiring May 16th of 2025. So over $500,000 on the GameStop $32 calls expiring in about a month. Very bullish. And then we had another order right behind that one come in 4 minutes later for just a little bit less money, but still well over $500,000 on the $33 calls for May 16th of 2025. So someone bought over $1 million worth of calls today on GameStop. Very short-term calls too. And if you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button. I really appreciate y'all. We have never seen so many likes before. Thank you guys so much. There's been rumors that Roaring Kitty's account on StockTwits has been active again. A lot of people are thinking that Roaring Kitty's going to come back soon, since he knows that we watch his achievements, and he recently got an achievement on Reddit like we talked about, and now there's rumors of StockTwits. A few days ago, there was a new ETF for 2x GameStop, T-Rex 2x Long GME Daily Target ETF. Moves twice as fast as GameStop. They're probably making this ETF so that way people will sell out of their GameStop shares and then buy into this, hoping for a better return, and then the bank has to, pay back that many less shares. But who knows? Tonight, GameStop saw another one of those giant spikes that just quickly faded off. Please remember, none of this is financial advice, and we are not financial advisors. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. Gefilte fish. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Ryan Cohen recently posted, "They better not put tariffs on gefilte fish." He posted this on 4/7/25, but then he deleted it. Roaring Kitty back in 2020 also said,
"Screen, it's just a filter. Gefilte fish! Gefilte fish!" Y'all remember that? So here I can actually screen, I can pop.
I personally don't believe that these two are related, just interesting. I think Ryan Cohen posted this and then deleted it, signaling to us that the Passover was on Saturday. Gefilte fish is a traditional Ashkenazi Jewish dish consisting of poached, deboned fish, commonly carp, whitefish, or pike, mixed with ingredients like matzo, meals, eggs, and spices. It's typically served as an appetizer during Jewish holidays such as Passover. We know Ryan Cohen is Jewish, and the Passover is from April 12th until April 20th. So it starts on Saturday and ends on 4/20. And the Passover is on Saturday, so I wanted to tell you all about it on Friday. But I wonder if Ryan Cohen is trying to tell us that something big is going to come out during the Passover, after the Passover. I don't know, but I find it so interesting how he posted that and then deleted it. From Saturday until next Monday. Goldman Sachs warns that hedge funds are worried about short squeezes. Some people are talking about this, but this was posted all the way back on January 28th. Banks have been begging for a bailout for weeks before now. Interactive Brokers chairman on GameStop trading frenzy. This is from back in 2021, where he's talking about how GameStop would have gone to thousands. And don't forget, the SEC really isn't reporting the cat numbers anymore. If there's that many errors to where they don't even want to show us, we used to be waiting for those reports, and every time we saw one error, we would get excited. We recently just saw 3. Michael Burry posted this back in 2022. Dead cat bounces are the most epic. 12 of the top 20 NASDAQ one-day rallies happened during the 78% drop from the 2000's top. and 9 of the top 20 S&P 500 one-day rallies happened during the 86% drop from the 1929 top. GameStop, when preparing that private offering for the $1.3 billion, talked about how they might use it for Bitcoin. Berkshire Hathaway used to be a textiles company, changed the entire business, and now they're an investment firm. We've been talking about GameStop doing this for a very long time. Maybe this is the start of GameStop-Hathaway. He called this years ago.
Especially if the company might be on the verge of bankruptcy. All right, so number 3, and this is a big one for me, insider buying. I weight this quite heavily, I've learned, especially during market sell-offs. And what I find is that any insider buying is better than no insider buying. But there's a couple things I love to see in particular, like buying by prominent execs, CEO, chairman of the board, CFO, buying by a large number of insiders. 3 to 4 is good. 5+ is better. Sometimes you see like 10+, and you're like, what the hell is going on? 10+, like $1 million, $2 million, $5 million. It's like, what is going on there? I might even buy just based on that, right?
The fact that he jokes about how he would buy just on that speaks volumes for me.
Buying of it, I like to say at least 200, 300K. That's good. $500,000+ is better, right? Some people will look at how much they're buying in relation to their compensation or the size of the company, revenues, or market cap. Those are good ideas. I just find just the general level of it to be, I find that tends to be a good indicator. And then finally, just seeing if the insiders are buying after the stock has sold off when it's potentially cheap and potentially at an inflection point. If the company is seemingly at an inflection point and they're buying, that could be an indication of something that's unfolding. All right, so number 4, ownership. Generally, higher insider ownership is better. I like to see at least 20%. That's not a strict rule. None of these are strict rules or anything. I invest in companies that aren't leveraged, that don't have insider buying, that don't have insiders above 20%. I like to see at least 20% if possible. But it's not always a good thing. Sometimes you'll check out a company where it's like owned by a family, there's dual classes, they're entrenched. And that can be a thing to look out for. Sometimes it's a good thing. I've come across a couple of companies where it's been well run. The company has clearly been well run and historically successful and profitable. And I like to see it. But it's just something to keep your eye out for. And then insiders aside, I like when respectable like value shops and activist investors, when they own the stock and when they're actively buying.
Thank you guys so much if you made it this far in the video. If you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button for me. I'm just going to talk a little bit about crypto now. Caspa, their crescendo moving to 10 blocks per second is coming up on May 5th. Very exciting. If every millionaire in America wanted to own their own Bitcoin, there wouldn't be enough. And this Hedera, ticker symbol HBAR, joined the IIF. So they're kind of partners with JP Morgan, BlackRock, and the financial big boys. It joined their club. Market cap of $7 billion, and it's only been around since 2019. It's a proof of stake, and I'm not going to be throwing out some random crypto to y'all every week. I just wanted to show y'all this because Nvidia just announced the integration of Hedera Hashgraph HBAR into its AI system, a powerful combination that could reshape the future of decentralized AI enterprise blockchain application. What does this mean? Hedera's fast, secure, and energy-efficient public ledger now provides real-time verifiable data integrity for AI workflows, which will be a game-changer for industries such as healthcare, supply chain, finance, and autonomous systems. They're going to run the AI on the blockchain, is what Nvidia is hoping to do. And this is old news. Thank you so much. I hope you found value in the video. Christ is King, and God bless.